Hello, this is Diné here, reaching out to those moms who are working from home. So, one of the main things that you need to make sure that you have control over is how you're managing your time. And I say one of because, of course, you want to make sure you're managing that you're saying kind, loving, caring words to your loved ones, your children, and also that you're happy, that you're pursuing the goals that you want for yourself in life, as well as you want to make sure that you're taking care of your health and your well being. But then again, if you're not managing your time, then all of that could be impacted. But either way, it's all connected. So, managing your time is a big one. It's a big one when it comes to maintaining your sanity. And it's because it's tied to your actions, your decisions. And it doesn't matter your walk of life. So, when I talk about managing your time, it's not just about looking at what you need to do. And of course, that's important. It's very important to look at your to do list, being aware of what you need to do, where you're putting your time. And I have videos on those, so that'll help you in that area. But right now, I want to focus on managing your time on another level. And I'm referring to being mindful of how you're actually managing what is on that to do list. So, I'm going to talk about some signs that you're not managing your time wisely and if you have actual poor time management. And it can show up in various ways. So, for one, if you feel like you're always rushing to finish an assignment, you feel like you're always rushing to go from one task to the next, rushing to pick up the kids, everything just seems so last minute, then that is a sign that you are not managing your time wisely. Someone sees you flagged as online, so they message you, pulling you away from what you are working on, or you get a friendly phone call. And instead of saying, now is not the time, or letting your kid know, I can't help you right now, so ask someone else, and you're not setting boundaries, that is a sign that you are not fully focusing on what needs to be done during the time that you had set aside to work on what you're working on. That is another sign that you are not managing your time wisely. When you set out time to complete something and you're not managing your time of distractions, you're setting yourself up for failure each and every time by not being mindful of what your distraction triggers are. And it's different for different people. For some people, it can be their environment, whether they are have too many things around them, or maybe being in an area where there's too many people that is distracting them. And for some people, it's electronics. But it's important to set up ways to prevent the disruptions because distractions they will keep you from working efficiently and managing your time that you set aside to do something, like maybe even setting aside time to help your kids focus on an assignment, or the time for you to complete an assignment and not getting that done. So if you're having a hard time managing your distractions or being aware of your distractions, then that is also a sign. That is a sign of poor time management. Starting something and not completing it is a sign of poor time management. And of course, I'm not talking about changing course on something that you've started and that you see it's not working out, when you already know that taking an alternative route would be better use of your time. You don't want to waste time saying, oh, just because I started reading this article and it's on my topic, I want to finish it because I already started it, and just to confirm what the end result would be. When you already see that it's heading off topic and this is not something that's going to be useful of your time, then you want to move on. You want to make sure that you're using your time in the right way. So if you took an initiative to make plans, to promise your kids something, that you're going to do something for them, and you're continually breaking your promises, that is a sign that you are not managing your time wisely and that you're not allocating your time effectively. On another note, when you're weighing the things that you need to get done and you find that there's a pattern when you reflect back that you're actually getting the less important items done in a day than you actually want to get done. So if you find that you are making that hair appointment when you should have been making a call to that lead, or you're cleaning up the toys and organizing the toys that your kids should have picked up after they finished playing, instead of organizing the paperwork that's on your desk, so that way you can have more space, and clear out that clutter. Then that is a sign that you're mismanaging your time, and you're having a hard time focusing on those high priority items. So, on another note, if you feel like you have all the time in the world to get this assignment completed, and although there's a deadline, you're finding that in your head there's this gap between the present time and when that deadline is, it just seems so big, so far. And so you decide, hey, let me take time out to catch up on this episode, knowing that it's going to lead you to another episode. Or you say, let me make that favorite dessert real quick for my kid that I know he's going to love when he comes home. And you find that you don't have all the ingredients, so let me run out to the store real quick to get the other stuff that I need. And then that just draws the thing that is more critical further on the back burner. And it's taking you a while to get to that assignment. Then that is a sign that you're procrastinated, and that's also a sign of poor time management. So if you are overwhelmed by just looking at your to-do list, feeling like, how am I ever gonna get this list completed? And day after day, you are having this dreadful feeling that there is just not enough time in the day, then that is a time management issue. If you are noticing any of these signs, whether it's missed deadlines, constantly feeling overwhelmed, procrastinating, having problems prioritizing, difficulty setting boundaries, incomplete tasks, dealing with frequent distractions, then assess how you're managing your time and consider implementing time management strategies to improve it in order to prevent yourself from feeling stressed out, burnt out, feeling overwhelmed. So check out my free social media videos where I have information about all of these tips, guidelines to help you to better manage your time. And if you are already feeling stressed and overwhelmed, please do not hesitate to book a free breakthrough call with me, or seek some professional help to get you through this, because you do not have to suffer. So I hope you find this helpful, and until next time, goodbye.